Alright, I just want to run a quick tutorial video here for the trading journaling template that we actually have in the Birdhouse Discord category. So if you are in the Discord, which is free to join with the WAP link in my bio, you can get the premium version, which has access to all three of our trading guides here in our premium guide section. Or you can just get the free version. We have tons of free information in here. You can see we have tabs full of basic information and general trading education. Today we're going to be focusing on the Notion journal template here. So I have had tons of questions about how to use it and how to actually journal your trades with it. So if you go to the basic section here and go to the resource tab and scroll down, you can find the Notion journaling template here. Here's the link for it. It will take you to this tab, which will actually bring up the version that you cannot edit. So you cannot edit this version here. What you'll need to do to start is you'll hit these two little squares up in the top right. You will duplicate it and you'll make a copy, and that is a copy that you can fully customize. Only you'll have access to it, and that will be your trading guide that you can use. So we're actually gonna hop over here to Notion though on this template, and I'll show you exactly how to use it here. So here's more what it'll look like with all your tabs. How you will start with journaling your trade. So first of all, the only part that you're really going to edit is the trading database and the trading analytics accounts here. So the accounts is pretty straightforward. This is where you'll put all of your accounts that you trade with. If you have funded accounts, if you have a live account, demo accounts, anything you want, you put them in here. You'll just hit create new. I'll just create a test one here. Boom, and then you'll put your initial equity, which is just the account balance that your account starts with. It'll tell you your current equity. So after you start making trades and you select your account whenever you place that trade, it'll start totaling up your equity, your win rate, your profit, your loss, the amount of trade you take, and then you can set the status of your account over here with open, closed, or passed if it is a funded account. So that is the account section. The only other section you'll really be messing with is the trading log. So for example, let's say you take a trade. Let's just say you had to journal your trade just right off the bat. So boom, first part that's going to be here is the trade. And what I like to do is say I take a long on the NASDAQ or the NQ futures. I'll put NQ long. That is the trade that I took, just so I can title it and know what the trade is. Extremely straightforward. You literally just click the blue number that shows you what the date for the day is. Win checkbox, you will either, if you win your trade, you will check it, and if you lose it, you will leave it unchecked. For this example, you will check it, as we are going to do a winning NQ long trade. This part does not matter as much, but I have a red and green section, and that is simply for the calendar here, so you can glance over and see when you have red days, when you have green days. So if you come over here and you put green, if you go to your calendar, boom, green. So you can see all of your days in a sort of calendar format and see which days you won and which days you lost. Here's the list of all the basic future tickers that you will be using: micro ES, micro NASDAQ, E-mini ES, E-mini NQ, and then NAS 100 and SPX 500 are general CFD contracts for whenever you can't trade futures. But for this example, we are going to be using NQ. P&L. Let's say that it was a $1,000 win. So boom, you put $1,000 and that's your P&L. Entry time frame. This kind of confuses people a little bit, but it's actually a lot easier than you think. So say you took a trade, and when you entered off a 1 minute fair value gap. That means that you entered on a 1 minute time frame. R, super straightforward. For this, you don't have to put the colon and the 1. You simply just put the first number. So if it's a 3-to-1 trade, you'll just put 3. Models. If you know what trading models are, this is where you will enter all of your different models that you use to trade. If you don't know, we do have just a confluences section for if you're still learning and you don't really understand models yet. But my primary way to trade is either the 9:50 a.m. or 10:50 a.m. macro with a market maker buy or sell model. Do MMXM. So the X just stands for either sell or buy. It's just kind of placeholder. So you will click that for the, let's say I took a buy model since I took a long, and then I'm going to find the 950 macro here. So this is pretty much the ideal trade that I would take. One more model that I put in here, because it seems to happen a lot, especially with newer traders, is the fuck it enter model. And basically what that is if you don't really know why you're entering a trade, but you just feel it in your heart that you have to enter, you use the fuck it enter. And one funny thing you'll notice about your win percentage with the fuck it enter model is it's probably going to be the worst one, because whenever you're not trading a model, you're just trading off of total wins. If you have any other models that you learned that are not in here, feel free to enter them, and I'll show you exactly where to enter those in just a minute. However, if you're not good with models, we do have a confluence section here, so you can use this as a kind of checklist for all of the reasons why you enter your trade. So let's say on my trade today, I took a market maker buy model off of it swept sell side, 1 minute fair value gap, which turned into an inverse fair value gap, bullish SMT. That was all of our confluences for my trade today. Boom, the account. So this is where all of your different accounts that you have entered into your analytic accounts down here, all of them will show up in this account drop down. See, now that I have selected this account with my $1,000 profit on my trade, my initial equity was $100,000. Now my current equity is $101,000. I currently have a profit and loss of $1,000. I've taken one trade, and my win rate is 100%. This is how you get that accurate data and that accurate win percentage. So coming over here to the market, so you either took a future trade or a forex trade. So for me, obviously I took a futures trade. At day trading, I usually go by if you took it at like New York Open and you didn't trade it, or you didn't sell your position until like PM session. Swing trades are more of like week-long trades, and then scalps are obviously like single day trades, 30 minutes to an hour. If I took a long, that means my bias was bullish. What was the market doing whenever I took my trade? It was reversing off of lows and it was trending higher. The weekly profile, so I took this trade on a Monday. So what I would consider most Mondays is unknown, and that it's too early to tell what the weekly profile is, because on a Monday you don't have enough price information to see what the weekly models are. And one thing that we have included in here, if you do not know what weekly profiles look like, scroll down here to the weekly profile section, and all of the ones with this little page icon next to them, you can click this open tab and it will provide a picture for what these weekly profiles look like. Your kill zone, pretty straightforward. There's obviously index AM session, PM session, New York Open, London Open, and then the final hour macro of New York Open. I took mine during New York Open and I took it during AM session. What day? I took it on a Monday. And this is your week number, because each week is different because it goes off of sort of a AMDX cycle. I can't get too deep into it now because I got to keep this video short, but each week moves differently. So that's why you want to track what weeks you took your trades in, so you can figure out which weeks you do the best in. But whenever you start getting to months at the end of it, where like 2 of the days are in July and then the last 3 days of the week are in August, that is what I consider to be a transition week. I took this trade in July. What year? 2024. Psychology. So this is when it starts to get a little bit more important. So understanding your emotions and understanding yourself is super important. So you always want to track all of the emotions that you feel before your trade, after your trade, and during your trade. So you need to journal them. You need to understand, and you need to realize and actually assess yourself and why you're taking these trades with the emotions that you're having. Mistakes. So these mistakes, I can get into a couple of them that might be more difficult, but they all are pretty straightforward. Neglected POI. That's just a point of interest, such as another confluence that was showing maybe a possible reversal point on your trade and you just didn't notice it. Pretty common one that I see people use a lot is they didn't hold runners because they were being stingy. If you don't feel that you made any mistakes that you can list on there, feel free to not put any mistakes. So now we're getting into the image section, which actually is my favorite part of it, because you can go back to all your trades and you can see the exact trade that you took. Whenever you were on trading view right here, here is my trade that I took today. You'll come up here to this camera icon and hit copy link. So it's going to copy that link, and if you come back over here to Notion, click the embed link and then paste that into Notion and hit link, it will give you this image link. So whenever you click on that, it'll pull it up in a Safari or Google image, and you can see the exact trade that you took in image format. So this last section here is just any notes you may have on your trade. And if you don't know what to do for your notes, you don't know what notes to write down, if you click this little information icon here, here's a bunch of different questions that you can ask yourself and take down on these notes. What did you expect to happen? What actually happened? How did you feel when it happened? How did you feel after it happened? What did you learn? What did you do right? What did you do wrong? All of these things you should be taking notes on in your trade, because that is the only way to learn. Self-evaluating your trades and your mentality and your psychology is the only way you are going to fully understand trading and improve. Okay, now you have your trade fully journaled at this point. So if you scroll down, you will see obviously your win percentage on your accounts, same as your tickers. So like Maybe you're better at trading NQ than ES. You have a better win percentage. Your win percentage on your different time frames. Win percentages on the different weekly profiles, kill zones, your models. All of these have win percentages that go along with each of these different sections of your trade. So you'll go back and you'll look at all of these different things and see what is your win percentage the highest with. So once you start to notice, like, maybe you have a higher win percentage on this model than this model. Maybe start to only look for this model then, because you're obviously the best at that one compared to this model. Do like your own little case study on yourself and see what you have the best win percentage with. And then another little bit of information that I have just to end this video, just kind of a piece of advice. If you take a loss, per se, and you're upset, as soon as you journal your trade, let it go. The trade has happened, you have journaled your trade, you have understood why you went wrong and what you can improve. You have done everything there is to do to not only take the trade, take the loss, understand the loss, and improve. There is nothing else to be done. There's no reason to dwell on this loss that you just took. So that's all I have for this video. I hope this video was helpful. If you want to join the Discord, it is free. Go to the link in my bio. It'll take you to the WAP link. We also have a premium section where we do have trading guides. They are $69.99 right now. We live trade in the Discord for free every day at 9:30 Eastern, Monday through Friday. I do give callouts in my Berdd Alerts chat, so don't miss out on those. Join the Discord, link in my bio. Keep your balls hard and your dick soft.